and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be trialling Fishy Legs team, which is Medicham, but we're going to be starting with Sableye here. He's only got Shadow Claw and Foul Play on that one, hasn't unlocked the second move yet. He's also got, as we mentioned, Medicham. Medicham's going to be running the typical moveset of Ice Punch and Psychic, as opposed to the Power Up Punch, which some people prefer. And his other mon that he's using is a Sylph Specialist type mon, and that's Lantern, and he's running that with Spark, Hydro Pump and Thunderbolt. So let's take a look at his games and see how he goes, and we can assess how the team goes. Now, these battles are around sort of 2400-2500 level, so nothing to be sneezed at. So first match here, pretty bad lead this one, so he's going to duck straight out to Sableye, which is his safe swap. Now, obviously, the Sableye would be better if it was preferred with Return, because then it can deal with Azumarill, which can be kind of walled, given that it's a fairy and doesn't mind the foul play. Now, the opposition's decided to stay in here, which is pretty good, and Fishy's decided to shield here, which isn't a bad play. Let's see if they still stay in. Yep. So they've obviously got something in the back that can deal with the Medicham, and they're happy staying in this matchup. But what we'll find here is these... he can definitely survive a Weather Ball, and he might be able to actually get to a foul play, but he's shielding again. He's matching shields, and they've now swapped out into Vigoroth. So obviously the Shadow Claws aren't doing much damage against the Vigoroth, but the foul play's there. It can only take 2 and it's pretty much done, and the body slams don't do anything. So, and switch timer is up, so that's really good. This Medicham can do some work here, can probably just counter all the way down, which he probably should do. And then if he decides to bring the Pelipper back in, he'll have the move ready to go. Probably a Psychic, and that'll be enough to knock that one out. So he's done that, and he's built up his energy. And we'll just have to see what happens here. Yep, throwing the Ice Punch here, so that's obviously does neutral damage. But he's brought a Deoxys in here, so look, this is going to be a pretty tight game. He's still got some energy left on the Sableye. So we'll just have to see how we go here. But he can certainly do some chip damage with this Medicham. So countering down here, the Deoxys looks like it's just going to go for the full farm down. Throws another Ice Punch here for some chip damage. And that's the end of the... Sableye's come back in, and he's just caught a move here. So he's going to be having to rely on the Lantern to finish this one off. Swaps out there, but he's left a little bit with the Sableye, so that might come in handy later as a sack swap, or perhaps just a chip damage to finish. Rock Slide coming through now, and he's gone back into his Pelipper, and this is game over. This is going to do massive damage. Bit of overkill here, and he'll just be able to spark down that the Deoxys. So good game 1 there, good win. Alright, now we head into game 2. Let's see what we've got here on the lead, and it's another bad lead, definitely a bad lead. Talonflame can do a little bit of neutral with the Ice Punch, but yeah, he's just going straight into the safe swap, which is smart thinking. Alright, now this is the match we're talking about, where throwing a Return here and landing it on the Azumarill can actually flip switch, but as you can see, Foul Play doesn't do much, so he's pretty much just throwing the foul plays and chipping it down here. But Azu's definitely going to win this matchup. But I guess the really good thing about this is he might actually be able to get a little bit of farm on his Medicham, which means he can threaten with Psychic when the Talonflame comes back in. So not all lost here. Throwing another foul play. They've even shielded here. So yeah, swapping shields isn't too bad, because then you can obviously get the Talonflame low. But yeah, if the opposition probably be pretty hesitant to give up their other shield here. But winning switch is important. So we'll see what they decide to do. And they've let it go. So they're obviously convinced that their Talonflame can get it done against the Sableye. And obviously having that shield is really important for Talonflame, just so it can rev up without too much interference. So this would just be a Flame Charge to finish off here. Coming through now. So Flame Charges come through. And now we've got the Lantern coming in. He's going to have to get to a move. He's actually swapped out there. And yeah, they've both got energy here, so this will be interesting. Alright, the two Medis are slugging it out here. So probably a whole bunch of Ice Punches. Maybe a Psychic thrown in for good measure. Psychic coming through. Definitely the best move to use. neutral against the Medi because of its fighting type. Actually, it's yeah, it takes off a fair bit, and you've got that chance of the attack drop too, or the defense drop, which is also a nice bonus if you can get it. Another move coming through here. He's power up punch this time, so he's looking to chip him down. He's throwing the ice punch here though, so have to see which move gets the job done here. And the ice punch has gone through, and Talon's come in. He's going to get a ton of energy here. He's had to swap into his oh, the question is, well, Brave Bird's resisted, so yeah, Lantern's really good here, and with the defense drop, this will be just enough to get the well, more than enough to get the job done. And they've quit out, realising that Brave Bird wasn't the go there. Left them hard counted in the back. All right, Medicham mirror lead here. Just slugging it out. A lot of Medis around at the moment. Fishies is a little bit undersized. The other ones are 14.95, but going with the Psychic now, see if they shield here. They don't, so that's terrific. Alright, so they've definitely built up enough energy for a Psychic. What's Fishy going to do? He's letting it through as well. And they've swapped out there. He's trying to get the drop on him, but Sableye, perfect response. Interesting that they decided to swap out there. It was a pretty even contest, and theirs probably would have won the battle. So anyway, he's let the Shadow Ball go through. Building up, throwing the foul play here. They've let that go, so it's all shields still intact. The Sableye's just able to get to a foul play, which is perfect here. And what's he going to do? He's coming in with his own Medi here, and he's got some energy, so he'll force a shield here for sure. Got a bit of energy, but they let it go, so that just leaves the Ninetales in the back. Be interesting to see what sort of damage is done here with the Thunderbolts coming through. Lantern doesn't get to its moves terribly quickly, so it'll be interesting to see. But they've let that first move through. He's letting the Weather Ball through. I guess Sparking Down's probably the guy now. He's not going to get to 2 moves, but they've quit anyway, so another good win for Fishy. Lantern's definitely proving to be a nice little bit of spice. Alright, into the next game here. Fishy's going pretty well. Alright, Medi on a Scrafty. This is what you want to see for sure. He's going to absolutely grind this thing into the ground. Foul play's only neutral, so let's see if he power up punches or foul plays, but really no need to do anything here. Can throw the ice punch now. Won't quite KO the Scrafty, but they won't be able to get to another foul play, I wouldn't have thought. So he can just counter down here. So nice start. Suggests the opposition might be a little bit weak to Medi in the back. So what have they got here? Okay, maybe it's double grass, or could have a double steel weakness in the back, but he's going to shield here. Looks like he's going to try and get to another ice punch. Obviously Meganium is terrible for Lantern, and it's not great for Sableye as well, but now he's got this shield advantage. He's actually going to swap out here. So aggressive. Probably lucky they didn't do the same, because that Lantern would not like things in the back, but they've actually let it go here. And this is perfect. He's going to shield and he'll Shadow Claw down. So looking in good shape. It just really depends what's in the back here. And it's Bastiodon. Okay, well, bit of a challenge. Really needs to land the Hydro. He's stuck in with a Sableye here, which is very unfortunate, because Basti's going to pretty much look to farm down here, I would say, and it's going to have a load of energy for that Lantern in the back. Gets into it now, and move coming through. We'll just have to see how much the Stone Edge does here. Not too bad, not too bad. He should be able to get to the Hydro now. He's just going to throw Thunderbolt, which should do enough damage. Looking in pretty good shape. KO's there, and should be able to farm down the Meganium in the back. Oh, not quite. So this will KO. It doesn't have enough energy, so Sableye should be able to just come in and Shadow Claw it down. And does so. So another good win. Alright, another game here. Let's see how we go in this one. Alright, Talonflame. Not amazing. As we've discussed in previous battles, the Talonflame, you can hit it for neutral with Ice Punch, and he's decided to stay in this time and do so. But yeah, as you can see, it doesn't do a great deal of damage, and staying in pretty much means riding off the Medicham. So he's not going to shield here, and sure enough, it's Flame Charge. He's just getting them to waste their energy, and then he's swapping. So that, not a bad play there, because now they've thrown away that Flame Charge buff. Shiftry's not amazing here either, but should be able to at least pressure one shield before it goes down. But Leaf Blade does a lot of damage. Shiftry is just such a damaging Pokemon. Alright, so he's going to get to the move here, but he'll get outpaced to the next one, unfortunately. So probably doesn't want to keep trading shields here. It's a bit of a dangerous game, but he is sort of, Shiftry's so fragile that it's actually almost down to nothing now. Medi comes back in. He's going to cop a Foul Play here. Might even be a Leaf Blade. It's just a Leaf Blade. Shields, and he's going to try and counter down. Wow. Is it just me, or did that happen really quickly? Alright, so Talonflame again. Shields are down now. This is extremely dangerous. Obviously, Lantern's a pretty good response to Talonflame in the back because it resists all the moves. So he's swapped out there, and he's gone into Meganium. And unfortunately, this Meganium is going to pretty much smash this Lantern, unfortunately. It's got plenty of bulk. And this Frenzy coming through now should KO. So unfortunately didn't have the answers this time. Oh, they've gone Earthquake. Yeah, probably the better play. Alright, so into the next game now. Alright, what do we got on the lead here? Okay, so Ninetales, pretty neutral. Obviously it resists the... Oh, actually it's Charmed, so not neutral at all. It's absolutely going to destroy him here. Psychic's not going to do a great deal either, but he's deciding to stay in. Doesn't really have a lot of answers, but yeah, he's gone into Lantern here. They've gone into Deoxys. Obviously not great either, so there's Sableye. His Sableye's going to not get a chance to dig into this Deoxys, so that's unfortunate. Takes a fair bit of damage, the old Deoxys too, so they were thinking Electric, Rock Slide, but with Lantern it's actually neutral. So Deoxys is going to actually have to use 2 shields here to maintain switch. So Thunderbolt coming through, they've let that go. He should shield here, and I imagine he can farmed out. Yep, 2, 3, so that's perfect. He's got switch, which he really needed to do, and swapped out again there into the Medi, and they've gone back into their Ninetales. Things aren't looking amazing here now, unfortunately. He's got to come back in with the Lantern, and Sableye can't really deal with this Charm. So I think it's game over here, and I think this illustrates probably a significant weakness with this team, in that he's weak to Charm in the lead, and he can't really safe swap into anything, because the moment he swaps into Lantern, they've got the Charmer in the back, which is going to meet up with one of those Mon, and yeah, as you can see here, it's absolutely deleting his team. So I think in this last game we really see probably one of the small issues with his team, and with the makeup of this team. So I guess looking at that now, perhaps you make the Lantern your lead. That way if you meet a Charmer in the lead, you're not completely blocked out. But yeah, look, he was playing it really well. Sableye's obviously a solid switch, but he needs to get that return, just so he can turn switch a little bit more. Medicham, well, Medicham is Medicham. And Lantern, look, illustrating there that it's actually a pretty good Pokemon in this theme. And also, yeah, even in general, because it's really a great wall against Azumarill. Anyway, until the next video, thanks for watching.